Hello, Alex Sturgeon here, HobbyTown HobbyPlex, and it's time for What's New Wednesday. I'm going to try to do what's new a little differently with this video. So we're going to, instead of bringing everything and having a long line, we're going to go to different parts of the store and show you what's new. And I wanted to start in our crawler area because it is getting to spring, which means it's outdoor crawler season starting up here pretty soon, and we all get pretty excited about that. And so, brand new in the store, the axial, oh god, I'm gonna kill the name, Gillimon? Is it Gillimon or Gillimon?
It's like Gillimon.
I think it's a Gillimon, yeah. So AXP8 Gillimon, new axles. It's got this cool locking dig system that you can do your left or right tire. I think you can do them at the same time. Comes with lights and all that good stuff. Ready to run minus a battery. You need to get a battery separate, but it's big. It's a bigger truck. 2.2 wheels and tires, and kind of like a new rock buggy. It's not really like anything. It's not really like a Wraith. It's not really like a Capra. I mean, I think Capra would be probably the closest thing it's to, but it's still quite a bit different than that. So that's pretty neat. I think we've already sold like one or two of them. The new Venture 18 from HPI. HPI getting out some new stuff, and of course they had to do the Back to the Future Toyota body. Pretty neat. I believe the wheels and tires still work with everybody else's wheels and tires. Of course, it's its own axle and all that good stuff, but I'm pretty sure the wheels and tires you can get replacements for right off the bat. But yeah, it's only $199, and another cute little addition to the 18 scale stuff, so it's right along the lines of the TRX4M or the Furatech 18, some of the FMS stuff now that's 18 scale. Here on top of the case, not exactly new, but they've been kind of rare, are these really neat wooden obstacles for your mini or micro crawler. Unfortunately, we've sold a couple of them, so we're out again, except for this one. This one is the bridge. So it's wood, got to punch it out, put it together, and then you got yourself some obstacles for your little small car. There's a teeter-totter. Honestly, that's the first one that always gets sold right away, is the teeter-totter, but I like this thing right here, actually. I think that's pretty cool. We got into Losi Megalodon, and it's on the little mini LMT platform. So it's kind of cool to see another new body besides your standard Son of a Digger and Grave Digger. And yeah, very unique body on that one. They sure do like to make cool monster trucks with all sorts of different bodies. I hope they start coming out with even more. I think that'd be pretty rad. I don't know if you've ever driven one of these, but on carpet, they're a handful. They're a wheeling, tumbling machine, but somehow they always land back on their wheels again, like a cat, you know? Okay, so moving on from there, just real quick in the case here, I just want to show all these, I'm going to kill the name. I've had arguments with people. Is it Trail?
Trail, yeah.
Trail?
I like Trail.
You think it's Trail, or is it T-Reel? I would love it if it'd be T-Reel. I think that'd be really funny. We can't keep these things in stock, so I've been ordering more and more and more of them. Different colors, different patterns. We also got the 2.2 size as well, as you can see back here in our lineup of wheels down there at the bottom. But yeah, speaking of wheels, check this out. We've got the new OT6 deep pockets. So these are 1/9 bead locks, and there's some accessories with them. So they make these really cool brass inner rings that go on the inside of them to add a little bit more weight to it. And then also you have to use the OT6 hubs. So these hubs right here, they have them all different sizes and stuff, but unfortunately the inner hole is they only work with OT6. Now let me say this differently. You can use these on anybody else's wheel, but you can't use anybody else's hub on the OT6 wheel. Okay, so I just want to put it that way. So we've got a couple different patterns. We got black, red. I like the silver ones. I've never actually owned a pair of just silver wheels, so I might be getting some. Actually, I pre-ordered the Wizard too, so I'm hoping that it comes with just the silver ones. Reefs RC is also coming out with some new fancy stuff, so they've got their own wheel, and I thought it was pretty rad, so I went ahead and ordered that in. It's on the higher end of stuff, just kind of like Vanquish and OT6, but that's a pretty sick wheel design. And I got their hubs in as well. A whole bunch of different offsets. So if you want to make your truck wider, thinner, whatever you want to do, there you go. Got them too. And then Reefs is coming out with some new tires. So the Cheater 19. So these are not legal for like certain competitions, but if you just want a really good performing tire that'll blow your doors off, this very much reminds me of the old Losi Boss Claw. Probably one of the greatest RC crawler tires ever made, and I'm fortunate to have a pair of them on my comp crawler, which I still have, my Losi comp crawler. Just so happens that the guy who helped design that truck actually works for Reefs now. So there you go. There's some of the Cheaters, but also these Cruxes. These are going to be more of your kind of standard style. Hopefully you can see that without the glare. But yeah, so Reefs starting to not only just make servos, but getting into the other parts of the game and stuff. It's real fun to watch. Okay, we're gonna move on. Okay, RC10 4-wheel drive. This is probably one of the coolest things to come out of this whole vintage thing from Team Associated, and I'm super stoked. I'm getting one of these, and I'm going to do a video for YouTube on the build, and we're going to actually make it run. The video that Team Associated made, the interview portion of it, you know, they said this was meant to drive. This wasn't meant to just sit on the shelf. It has some modern. It's interesting. It's got some modern stuff in it. So it has like a B74 front end on it, and it has modern day ball cups and ball studs, which is really good because those tiny little ball cups from the old RC10s, you know, they are what they are. But yeah, we got these in. It's exciting what's coming out from Team Associated with all their vintage stuff. We already have we still have the Jammin' at this time, the team car, the RC10 GT, which I probably should have put in this video because I don't think it was in the last one, and the RC10T. Well, now the RC10 GT is in this video, so we have those in stock as well. Yeah, I'm after it'll be this weekend. After this weekend, I'm gonna start building it, so look forward to that coming up soon. Micro-Bs, they're not new, but they are newly in stock. So they were out of stock for like the entire fourth quarter. Like everybody got them, their first shipments of them, every single hobby store, and then poof, they were gone, and everybody wanted them. And now they're back. They're actually been pretty available now. So we got the white and the silver. They're back in stock. Up here, this is a really interesting upgrade for the RC10 B7 from J Concepts. So this is a steering rack, but it also has built-in, I don't know if you can see them in there, but they're built-in, gosh, what do you call them? I don't even know what you call them. But anyways, the idea is that your steering rack has an up and a down, and they have these little inserts so you can move it up and down. So if you move your outer, not to get too far into the weeds, sorry guys, but if you have these hubs on the outside and you want to move them up or down, usually you want to move your steering rack up or down too, otherwise you get a bunch of weird bump steer and everything, and they're adjustable, and they're right there, and they come in blue and black, and we've got them in stock, and they're $75, and it's a really good upgrade just to have in case you want to be able to move your stuff around without affecting the geometry in a negative way, if that makes any sense. Light kits for your Mini-Max. So this is really neat. It's an underglow body kit for your Mini-Max. How cool is that? So first you get the light kit, so you get your front LED light strips, and then you get the underglow of your color of your choice. I think there's a green one too that I didn't grab. So white, blue, red, and green. How nifty is that? And I think there's underglow for the drift cars too, which I did order, as a matter of fact. They should be on this Traxxas order I'm coming this week, so we just missed a cut for showing those in there too, but they got them for the Fortec, and I know they got them for the Mini-Max, so that is pretty rad. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we have another new soldering iron. Actually, we have two new soldering irons. So last What's New, a month ago, we did the ProTech soldering iron. I'm pretty sure we had that in. Well, now there's an EcoPower one, 70 watt adjustable, and it's only $20. And then good lord, Trinity, just basically Horizon Hobby. Trinity has their own soldering iron as well, and I don't want to like make assumptions, but I'm guessing this is probably the same Track Power / Dynamite or Duratrax soldering iron that they had for a while. Just under the Trinity banner now. So it's good stuff. It's adjustable, and gives you the ceramic holder and all that, and the sponge so you can keep it clean. Last, what's new? We had the Centon and the Vortex 223S, and then since then they've come back out, I guess I should say, with the Granite and the Big Rock. So we have all of them now. That's the whole lineup. It's all been updated. The Big Rock, Typhon, Centon, Vortex, and Granite. And yeah, they're in stock, and they've been doing pretty good. The Big Rock has actually been one of the more popular brushless RC cars for ready-to-run purposes for a long time, actually, for a while. So it's good to see a new one. They're clipless bodies too now. So the electronics have been updated. The chassis and the way that the front and rear end attaches, and that it's got a new entire motor mount, I guess if you want to call that, and then of course the clipless body. So a little bit of updates. All right, I think that's it for the car stuff. Let's move on to the planes. All right, we've got a couple new planes in. This is a long name. SE5A 900mm World War I biplane, and it's got a little machine gun up here, which obviously doesn't work, but still, for scale purposes, I think that's kind of cool. And you got your dude and a little machine gun there too. So I don't know. I just remember when I did my fire team video, and I said that it came with weapons, and it did. Obviously, they didn't work, but I don't know. I got a little bit of flack from that, so I'm just gonna say there's a machine gun up here. It's right there. There it is. It's there. Anyways, slow ultra stick 1.2 meter. I'm pretty sure that's only been out for a little while. And then the Sportix 1.1 meter. Kind of a sport plane / 3D plane. And yeah, that's usually about once a month. There's at least one new plane. Sometimes maybe two. I know there's one coming out that I'm really excited for, and I can't remember the name of it right now, so I'm not even going to try. All right, I think that's it for RC. Let's go see what we got in slot cars. Okay, new from AFX is this limited edition Art and Senna slot car set. It's HO scale. It's $250, and you can recreate all these tracks. So Portugal, Japan, Donington Park, which I believe is Great Britain, Brazilian Grand Prix, Belgium, Italy, the American Grand Prix, and Monaco, of course. Monaco, one of the coolest tracks ever. And you get 2 car kits with it, and then it's got the adjustable power level, the tri-power, yeah. So so if you got little kids, you can put it on beginner, and they can be full punch, and nothing's gonna happen. They're not gonna come off. And then if you're on expert, of course, you got to slow down. But yeah, Art and Senna was probably one of the greater F1 drivers of all time. Actually died in a crash, and I think his teammate actually died like the day earlier on the same track, maybe even in the same spot. So it's kind of spooky and very unfortunate, but thought that was pretty cool. It's a limited run, and crazy how we actually still have this. We've had it for a couple weeks, so I think that's it for slot cars. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we're here in the gaming aisle, and we get all these new games all the time, so it's kind of hard to pick out what's what, and I figured since we're doing this a little differently this time around, I just want to kind of walk this aisle and show you some ones that kind of stick out to me. Here's this one. I don't think this one's necessarily new, but it is really funny. It's What Do You Meme Family Edition, and Taco Cat spelled backward. I don't even know. It's a card game. They have all these really cool card games. Exploding Kittens is a very popular one. Anarchy Pancakes, not really sure what that's about, but looks like it could be fun. What's the Point Cactus card game. Oh yeah, I think this was actually on the last one, but Let's Hit Each Other with Fake Swords. I found that title to be so funny that I couldn't not order it for the store. Bunch of the Exit games. We have a really good selection of that. Masters of Crime, Incognito, Vendetta, another Escape the Room. There's a small variety of Star Trek stuff. So it's a deck building game. whatever that means. Poetry for Neanderthals. I don't know. It looks cool. This is really neat. A volley shot, a back and forth paddle battle. So I guess you paddle it. I don't know. I haven't been trained on that one yet. So here's another one. Ready aim. It kind of looks like. Oh, it's got like a thing that you. Is that what that is? It's from Fat Brain Toys. Let's check this out. Easy aim trigger. Yeah. So it's a trigger, and then I guess you try to shoot it at your opponent. Anyways, that's brand new. That actually showed up within the last couple days. Here's another one, Hook Rally, and then of course a lot of your classic stuff like Clue, Candyland, Ants in the Pants, Risk, you know, all the normal spots that a good gaming store should have. So let's see what's over on the other side, shall we? Okay, this is really interesting. Silent basketball. So apparently. It's made out of foam, but it's meant to like be able to play pretty much wherever and not annoy your parents. That's pretty much what it's about. So I don't know if any of you guys are parents. You give your kid a ball and then he decides to bounce it inside and then gets yelled at because it's too damn loud and it's bothering the entire family, right? So get yourself a silent basketball. I think they have others too, like football and volleyball, soccer, and all that stuff. But for now, that's the one that sticks out to me. I wanted to show you guys our selection of different sodas or pops or Cokes, depending on where you're from. If you're in Tennessee, it's Coke, no matter what. A long list of different sodas that we have. It's a good selection. We've also got some cold ones too. These are the Averys that we keep cold. And the names on them are really funny. So I might have actually talked about this before, but Bug Barf, Alien Snot, Kitty Piddle, Zombie Brain Juice, which I've had. It's like strawberry orange, Dog Drool, Monster Mucus, which I think is strawberry blue raspberry. Yeah. Ketchup from Grandpa Joe's. Pickles, Pickle Pop, and then there's some Hank's genuine natural stuff, and then just regular pop in there. But I don't know if we've shown that entire line that we've had before, so we'll keep going. Okay, new from Revell is the big 12 scale 69 Camaro Z28 model. So it's not your normal little 24 scale model that you put together. It's still glue and paint and all that good stuff, but it's big, and it's a 3-in-1, which means that you can make it a couple different ways, and they give you the good paint list in there, and of course all the manuals and everything else too. So yeah, good model aisle here at the Plex. We got cars, we got trucks, we got science fiction, we got some boats. Yeah, it's kind of always changing, but that's one that sticks out that I saw that was pretty new. Ooh, look at this one. Tamiya 4-track crawler. I think this is battery operated. Isn't that neat? That's kind of cool. I don't know. It's not really a model. It's more of just like a kit that you buy. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, we're over here in the general merchandise area, and there's a lot of new stuff. So we've got some new art stuff. So markers, paint markers, pastels, paint sticks, watercolors. Look at that classic watercolor set. That brings me back, actually. That's pretty neat. Pencils, paintbrush set, and then there's some like activity books and stuff. Some scratch away art projects. There's some pens and some more pencils and stuff like that. So yep, that's our first spinner of neat stuff. Oh, ninja erasers. Look at this. Erasers that look like ninjas. It's pretty cool. You know, when I was a kid and I was bored in school, which was a lot, they used to have these erasers, and they were long, and they had an angle on one end and an angle on the other end. And I used to draw on them wheels and a hood and stuff, and it was my race car. So I'd play with it on my desk and I get in trouble a lot for playing with my pencil eraser as a Hot Wheels car, basically. Somebody should do that. Somebody should make an eraser in the shape of a car. What do we got here? Let's move on. This is another end cap. Let's see. Plus plus. So puzzles by number. Street racing set. They're sort of like Legos, but not really. And they have these tubes of them too that just aren't over here. I think we got them on the other side, but another end cap of that. I think this is more of the same stuff there. So there's a stamp to reveal, which I think is just like it's an art project, but you got to like get rid of the top coat, I guess. More art stuff. I love the art aisle, so I don't know if you guys noticed or not. Crystal buddies. So these are like these little bead things that you put together to make what you see there. So there's like a bear, a beaver. Of course, we got Crayola markers and pencils. Diamond dots. These are essentially a lot like diamond dots, actually. And I was at the mall the other day, and there was a diamond dot. It wasn't actually a diamond dot, but it was the same sort of setup. And it was Grogu and the Mandalorian. And we almost bought it for our basement, but we didn't. We probably should have, but we didn't. Let's keep going. Okay, we're here over where the Brio train sets are. So if you're not familiar with that, they're like it's like a wooden push train set. In fact, we have a couple displays out here that all the kids like to play on, and yeah. So pretty sure this set is actually that set right there, and you can get a whole bunch of other sets. You can put them together. You can get expansion sets because they all just interlock. It's really cool. They got bridges, trains, all sorts of different things that you can get for it. So there's the big one. I think that's a powered one. Might have batteries in it, I'm pretty sure. That's kind of cool. Dinosaurs. All right, we're almost done. Let's see what else we got. Okay, I'm in our Bandai aisle, our giant Bandai aisle. I wanted to show you guys the expanse of how much Bandai we have. So I'm not even gonna try to tell you what could be new. I just know that there's always a lot of new stuff. So a lot of this is in order. So there's oh geez, what's the H stand? HG. I know MG is metal grade. Or not metal grade, master grade. Anyways, we try to keep this stuff in order as much as we can. So check out up here, got all the expensive stuff, of course, top shelf, because that's where it has to be. I always think this is kind of cool when they're the ships. Full disclosure, I know nothing about the actual Bandai show or anything like that. I just like to see ones that look really cool to me, you know. Yeah. So got a big aisle of stuff, and then Lego. Got a lot of new Legos. We always got a lot of new Legos. So our Lego aisle is always changing, always expanding. Up there, that Milky Way set. That's a very, very popular set. And it's relatively new, I think within the last month or two. That Tuxedo Cat up there has been a really good seller. Super Mario's been good for us. Of course, these right here, these botanical collection. Got succulents. Ask me how I know that. Bonsais. Bouquet of Roses, I think that's a relatively new one. Oh, there's succulents. Those are tiny plants. Those are succulents. Still had it right, sort of. Yeah, let's see. Here's a whole bunch of new Formula One sets that are relatively new. And of course, there's always new Star Wars stuff that's always doing really well. I like how these new ones are coming out on little stands too that you can put together. There's the Technic stuff. Got a couple different end caps of that. We've got the big Razor Crest, the big R2-D2, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee. Got Hogwarts Castle over here. Got the Infinity Gauntlet. That's pretty sweet. Some Marvel stuff. And then, of course, we got the Duplo for your kids. Brand new if you want to get them hooked on Lego early. And then, of course, we've got the classic stuff. The cool thing about the classic stuff is it's just bricks. You just buy the bricks and that's it. And there's not really a thing that you would build. Yeah. I think that's it. I think we did this a little bit differently this time. I just didn't feel like bringing everything out and setting it all up in a row. Plus, we started to run out of room, and then we got to put it all back and all that stuff too. So I wanted to try it a little bit differently. Maybe get you guys a different view of our new store. We're about 6 months in, and I think that's about right. Right?
I think so.
9
August. So.
August. Yeah, I'm getting close. Whatever. Math is hard. Let's put it that way. So there you go. What's new? I'm gonna release this probably on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. It's still called What's New Wednesday, even though it's not on What's New. With that, I'm gonna let you go. Make sure that you subscribe, like, tell your friends, and we'll make another video for you soon.